Yo, boy, that decal dude back with another tutorial for you. So, this is what we're gonna do today. I thought I'd show you guys how to use the crop tool. You might not understand what I mean by that just yet, but trust me, we're gonna work it out. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna mask some font with a picture. So basically the font is going to be cut out of a picture, if that makes any sense. So instead of having a regular plain type of font, we're gonna have a, you know what, let's just get to it and let me show you how this works. Let's get crazy. What we're gonna do, nice and easy, we'll type out some text. All right, we like the way that looks. Let's get some color on it, because if you guys watched the previous video, you know I like to put color into my text. It makes it much easier for me to see. So let's hit it with that and get this out of the way. Now I'm using the Silhouette Studio Business Edition. I'm not sure if this is actually available in the free edition or the designer edition, but you're welcome to try it out. If it's not available in the free or the designer, my apologies. Stay within your means. Do not break the bank just to get the business edition. I actually run a business, and because of that, let me just mute this music. I run a business, and because of that, obviously I need the business edition. So if you don't have it, don't sweat it. But for those of you that do have access to these tools, let's get into it. So as I said, I like to make my font black, any color really, just to make it stand out a little bit more. And we're going to switch up the font because this is the one I like to work with. So let's center it. Let us bring it a little bit closer together. Now what I do with this is, you can see me down here. Actually, you can't see me because my face is there. So let's keep this over to the side a bit. So what I do is I use the line spacing tool, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You space out the lines. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the characters, which is the letters, a little bit closer. I know it looks jumbled right now. You guys can see that it's actually overlapping, but we're going to sort that out, so don't even sweat it. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to get rid of this text. And when it's overlapping like this, what I like to do is I pretty much like to meld them together. Actually, I should say the correct term would be welding them together. So let's do that now. And to do that, you're going to select this tool up here. This guy right here is your weld tool. And as you can see, I clicked it by accident, but when you click it, it welds it all together. So now we're just one shape, one shape, one shape. Now we're going to have to regroup these things, because we Control Z. Control Z is undo for those of you that are new to it. Control Z will undo, undo, undo as many times as you need to. So as of right now, this is one image. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, as I said, we're going to weld it. Boom. And by welding it, it's going to break it up into separate images. So we're going to Control Z just so we can have it straight. And I'm going to group them together. The shortcut to the group is Control G. Now that's for my cats that are using a PC. I don't mess with Macs. I have nothing against those of you that use Macs, but for me, I'm not really interested in spending $3 grand on a computer. So PC does it just as good, if not better. But we don't need to get into that. So I'm using the PC. We grouped it together. Now we got one image. So now what we're going to do is, when I say masking, all of this black, this filled in color, we're going to change that to an image. But before I do that, I'm going to create an offset. And you'll see why I'm doing that shortly, but let's create an offset of this text. So we hit the offset tool right here, and you can see that it creates a red border around. Now that's my offset. So I'm gonna You know what? Let's change the color of the text to blue. Let's change the color of the offset to black. Boom. There you go. Really makes it pop. That's why I love the offset. So let's see what we could do here to spice this up a little bit. So we're going to, let me just make sure that this is one image as well. Okay. Let me control V it so we can center it again. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in an image. Let's see. Let me see what kind of images I got here in my folder. This is a nice one, so this should be nice. So we're going to bring this image in. It's massive, I know, so we're going to zoom out. What we're going to do is we're going to replace the blue with this. So for now, I'm going to drag this guy up here. We're going to shrink this down a little bit. We don't need it that big. We're going to shrink that down a bit. Let's zoom back in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this. You can either bring this to the back or you can bring this to the front, whichever one you want. But either way, you want your text to be in front and not behind the image. So to do that, I select my image, I select my text, and I'm going to hit this guy up here, and that's bring to front. So we're going to be bringing that text in front of the image, and you'll see what I mean. So let's hit this, boom. That's how we do it. And this is quite simple. Excuse me. Again, this is hoping that this is available in the free and designer edition. 100% it's available in the business edition. But where our text is in front of our image, let's bring it, yeah, let's put it right here. So I don't really want the dark part of it. I want this nice pretty red pinks of it. So we're going to select both of those, just click and drag the mouse over it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this tool right here. So this is your modify panel. So you're going to pop that open. All right. And this is the tool we're going to be focused on right now. I'm going to hit this button and let me tell you, absolute magic is going to happen. Hopefully you guys are ready. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And that's what I mean by masking your text. So once again, it breaks it up into separate pieces. So we're going to have to group them up again, which is easy. Control G. Or if you want to do it, you can go to Object and Group. Very simple. Now, the reason I have this offset is because check this out. I feel like that really pops that way. So we're going to center these two. So we're going to select them both. And this guy right here, this is your center tool. We're going to center them up. Boom. And we're going to group those together. And there you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I think that looks great. Now this can be used for anything. You can create a sticker out of this. You can save this as a PNG and place it over certain things. I mean, I could use this on a business card. I could use this on a flyer. I could use this on web pages. I could use it wherever I want to use it. If I want it to be a physical object, like I said, I could turn this into a sticker. I could make this. It would be quite hard to cut out of vinyl, obviously, because of the image in the background, but it's not impossible. It's the only thing is that what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get some printable vinyl, print it out, then you're gonna have to feed it through your cutter and cut it out, which isn't that complicated, but it's just a very cool effect. So I don't see too many videos on Silhouette Studio and how to do these things, and these are things that I've learned just through trial and error. Literally just messing around with the program and trying to be as good as I possibly can be at my craft. Obviously, I'm that decal dude. I wouldn't be very good at what I do if I don't know how to do these things. So for those of you that do have Silhouette Studio, just make sure you put in the time, put in the effort. If you have an hour a day, if you have 2 hours a day, if you have 10 minutes a day, just get in here and get crazy. Just mess around. So let's do a couple other things. I'm really happy with this, but let's open up some yeah, there we go. My typography test. So I was messing with some typography earlier, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to put some masking effects on these images, which again I think is gonna look real cool. So as I said, I always like to put that offset on there. just because I feel like it gives it a nice effect. So we'll put an offset on that. We'll put an offset on this. Now you can mess with the offset as well with this tool right here. So this offset is at, you can see, 0.125. We can drop that down a little bit if we wanted to. Shrink down the offset, right? However you want it. It's your world. Design it how you want. So we're gonna put an offset on that as well. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna shift. We can close this because we don't need that anymore. We're gonna color this in yellow. Why not? Just so they stand out. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna make them all black. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, how can I do this? All right. First, we're gonna blow all of these up. So I basically just selected all of them, and we're just gonna blow them up. So this we're gonna make, let's make it that, whatever, what is that, a peach color? Make them all a peach color because we're gonna make the backgrounds black. Now to select multiple items, I know with a regular PC, you select it by holding Control. In Silhouette Studio, you're gonna hold Shift. So let's shift that, change them all black, bangarang. There we go. So what we're gonna do now, excuse me, is we are going to import an image. You know what? That looks pretty dope right there too. Just like look at that. See what I mean? What you end up with just by messing with things. Like, tell me that doesn't look dope. I'm gonna have to put that to the side because I like that. So we're gonna copy and paste it. Control C copies, Control V pastes it. Because I like the way this is looking. It looks like it has that nice 3D shadow effect. So I'm gonna mess with that later. But for now, we're gonna shift these out of the way, and I'm gonna look for a sweet image that we can mess with to use as a masking tool. I might have to zoom out even more because these images are massive. Let's put this here. That's my phone, pardon me. I should have had that on mute. Rookie mistake. Okay, so we're gonna get 3 different images. Okay, so we're gonna put this one. We're going to put, ooh, I like this. We're gonna put this one. All right. And we are going to use, let's find another sweet pick. Let's use this one. Yeah, let's use that. All right, so these are the 3 images we're going to use in regards to cutting out and masking. Cropping is the actual term that you're going to be using, which is this. You're going to crop it. So again, I'm going to separate this from my offset. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to blow this up. So no limits. Let's put no limits here in this nice blue. Yeah, I like that. So again, you want your text in front. So we're going to bring it to the front with this tool right here. Bring it to the front, easy peasy. We're going to put it right on top. We're going to select them both. We're going to hit that crop tool. Look at that. Easy. All right, we're going to put that over there. We're going to connect them in a minute. You are the shit. Got to have your grammar right. Know the difference between your, and you are. We're gonna bring this, maybe I made those a little too big, so let's shrink that down a bit. Let's put, feeling this galaxy one. So again, we want the image in the front, bang. We're gonna put this right here. We're gonna select them both, and we are going to crop it. Look at that, gorgeous. And again, when you crop, you're gonna have to group your images together because it's gonna separate it. I did not do that to this, and this is what you end up with. So once again, you're just going to want to group your images together. All right, so let's bring that to the side, and one more effing day. Lord knows we all say that at least once a day. Need to shrink that down just a little bit more. All right, once again, I want this in front, so we're going to bring it to the front. We're going to put it right there. We are going to select them, we're going to crop them, and that's what we end up with. Don't forget to group it. Don't forget to group it. Now let's see how these things come together. Blow this one up. Let's get this one. Let's get crazy with it right now. We're going to bring this up. We're going to center it with this tool right here. Center, center. We're going to group it. Bang. We have our image. Look at how sweet that looks. I mean, maybe the choice of colors wasn't the greatest because it may not be the easiest to see. But I think that still looks pretty damn sweet. Now, if my computer looks like it's lagging a bit, it's because I have multiple things open. I got Spotify, OBS, Silhouette Studio, YouTube. I got all sorts of silly stuff going on. But let's keep it moving. Let's put this one on top of here. Look at how good that looks. Jiminy Christmas. Whew. Group them together. Tell me that's not fly. The possibilities are endless, folks. The possibilities are endless. I actually have some heat transfer paper, so I might end up printing this out on some heat transfer paper and straight slapping that on a t-shirt. So I'll print it out on heat transfer paper. I will cut it out on my silhouette, and it will just be this. We can actually get rid of this red line. Look at that. Get rid of this one too. We'll get rid of this red line as well. We don't need that color box anymore. Let's move this over here. So far we're looking pretty good. I'm really happy with the way these are turning out, but you can have a lot of fun. Again, just mess around. I didn't take a class. I didn't do an online course. None of that stuff. All I did was literally put in some time, put in some work, and just learned it. So there's a lot of tools in here, and all you got to do is just mess around, have fun. Group this together. Boom. Look at these images. Really though. Look at that. How sweet does that look? And it's as easy as that. That's how you mask your text. That's how you mask silhouette images. All types of fun stuff. So if you're just looking to have some fun, that's an easy way to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I can't wait to mess with this because this happened, and this is what I mean by just mess around, because things like this happen just by accident. Whoopsie daisy. You gotta group these together. Yeah, things like this happen just by accident. Let's get rid of those red lines. Boom. Like I said, it gives it a 3D shadow effect, and I'm really feeling that. And that just happened in front of your eyes by accident. So again, possibilities are endless. When you mess around, you get creative, you end up with things like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's just a quick little video just to show you guys some of the things I've learned, once again, just through trial and error, just messing around. And these are the things I ended up figuring out. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. It's not much fun to just keep this information to myself. I want people to explore. I want people to learn. I want people to have fun crafting. It's a beautiful thing when you're able to create something from nothing and have others enjoy it with you. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Etsy page. Just hit up Etsy, that decal dude. The links will probably be in the description. If they're not in the description, they're definitely on my main YouTube page. I'm still new to the YouTube thing, so bear with me. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check me out on Etsy, that decal dude, Instagram, that decal dude, Twitter, that decal dude, Reddit, that decal dude. I'm just that decal dude, and that's what I do. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me in the comments. I will try to answer every single question. You can even find me on Twitch, once again, that decal dude, where I do these things live. And if you guys have any questions, you could certainly ask me there. Make sure you hit the subscribe, make sure you hit the bell, make sure you hit the like, and hit me with some comments, hit me with some questions. Let's get crazy. Once again, I'm that decal dude. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you in the next one.